morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. So I was going to explain all my breakdown and everything that's happened in the past week. Pretty crazy, but we ended up, what day was that? It was okay, so it's been almost 2 weeks since the breakdown. I was down for about a week and a half. Around the 17th, I got back up to Goshen to go pick up my loads of Oregon. And as soon as I get into South Bend, Indiana, my headlights quit working. And then I get out to go check everything out, look at everything. And when I had the hood popped, I was like, man, I smell brakes or something. So I walked around back, see my axle on fire, driver's side. Pulled the fire extinguisher out, put it out. Next morning, I limped over to a shop and they started working on it. Told me that the bearings welded together or something like that, and the bearings were just falling out. And when I went home, I just had front main seal done. I had the studs changed to longer studs, and they noticed that the wheel seal on the rear driver's side axle needed to be replaced, so they replaced it. Which that cost me $1,836 for all parts, labor, and whatnot. So I told them just do the work, get it off, replace it. Well, they ended up having to chop the axle spindle right there, have some kind of axle doctor come out, put a new spindle on, weld it, put new seals, new hubs, new everything, all on the truck. And that was $3,786 or something like that. That's what it cost to get it fixed. But luckily, the shop that did the work prior, since I just picked it up 2 days before that, I paid for it. They reimbursed me, sent me a check and reimbursed me all the money I had to spend to fix the truck since it was on that. Because they actually touched it. So they warranted the work, took care of me. No big deal. And then I went and picked up my trailer. And I just got the axle replaced on the front axle replaced on it. New axle, all the hubs, brakes, rotors, the whole 9 yards. Well, I finally get loaded up, get down the road, make it down to Omaha, Nebraska, and I have no brakes. I'm like, what the fuck? So I pulled over, started looking around, couldn't figure it out. I checked all the fuses, wiring, everything like that. Wasn't hearing the pump kick line. So I called the guy up at Absolute Fabrication, and we got to talking, and he's like, man, check for leaks, check for this, check for that. And I was like, okay, so I did. Started checking, and I found it. One of the brake lines wasn't tightened all the way, so it drained the fluid out, burned the pump up. So I called him, told him what happened. He said, don't worry about it. He said, where you at? I said, Omaha. He said, damn. I was like, well, I can come back. I was like, if I have to, my buddy's here. We'll unhook his trailer, park the truck, pin his trailer in, and we'll drive 8 hours back, pick up the pump, drive 8 hours back, and then put the pump on. He said, okay. He said, I'll have it sitting out there waiting for you. Free of charge, plus I'll reimburse your fuel. So we had to drive all the way back to Indiana, pick up the pump, drive all the way back, put the pump on, everything's working. So now, so far, everything's been great. I knocked out my Oregon load, which paid really good. I think it was like $6,039 for the Oregon load. And then I picked up a Jeep Wrangler. I think that one was like $450. I brought it back from Portland to Bozeman, Idaho. then I deadheaded from there to Twin Falls, picked up a double load, taking it 140 miles back up to Meridian, Idaho, dropped it off, deadhead back, picked up in Twin Falls again, picked up another double, brought it down to Cheyenne. It was like $1,700, and then in Cheyenne I picked up a 23 Kia Sorento for $550 going to Des Moines, Iowa. Dropped it off, and then I deadheaded all the way back to Goshen, and getting ready to load up for the next week. But I just want to give everybody an update on what happened. I mean, still got a couple issues, minor, very minor issues. Keeping a good eye on it until I'm able to get the parts. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. When you're running a bigger truck, the breakdowns and stuff are way more costly. When I did it before, it was all taken through companies whenever my truck would break down. But buying my own truck and stepping up my game is one thing. But we do have some, we did buy something else. Maybe it wasn't the right timing, but I think it's perfect. It's a perfect opportunity to keep growing. Which hopefully I'll get that in the next video. But stay tuned, man. If y'all haven't yet, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, throw some comments down there. And have a wonderful day. Working. All right, guys, we're finally back at it after we got the truck out of the shop, trailer out of the shop. We're hooking a double up, headed down to Oregon. So we're about to get this loaded up. I'll get some shots afterwards. Guys, we are loaded up. Getting checked out right now at the guard shack. But she's all hooked up. Get ready to roll out. Well, we just got fuel here at the World's Largest Truck Stop. 180 gallons, $714.42. Filled up both tanks. So it should hopefully be enough to get us to Oregon. Got some of the lights fixed. I got to get one more bulb for this one. But yeah, we're gonna go find a place to park, get a shower,